Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just watched episode 9 of season 10, The Empress of Mars. I really liked the episode. I'm most excited for what's going to happen with Missy because she is out of the vault right now and there's kind of like a weird situation with her and the doctor, and kind of worried about the doctor a little bit, but I do want to see more of her because it's always fun when we get to see Michelle Gomez play. So I am excited for that. I think that's all. I don't have too much about the last episode, but I did like it. I got some coffee because I was feeling a tiny bit tired, but I'm all ready to go. So let's just jump into the next episode. Alright, so this is going to be season 10, episode 10 of Doctor Who. Let's go. The Devil's Guard?
Judy, what are you doing? Come on! They will come out of the hill and eat you.
They won't.
They will, and I'll get the blame. Now, come on.
I can hear it.
Put your name there.
Is that a raven? It's a TARDIS. I feel like the bird is a bad omen. I love that it's in Scotland. For some reason, did young Amy have red boots? Because that was the first thing I thought of when I saw them. And she's Scottish. The Eaters of Light.
Where are we now?
Aberdeen,
Light.
Scotland.
Aberdeen!
2nd century AD.
You weren't. They disappeared.
Except they didn't.
They were annihilated in battle.
Then where's the big pile of bodies?
A biscuit. I want a biscuit.
So
a
where's the
cookie.
Ninth Legion? I've lived in Roman Britain. Governed, farmed, juggled. Speaking of, you go and check the river. I'll go and find their last battlefield.
Fine. I'll meet you back here with a Roman soldier.
Yeah, it's a long story.
For some reason, I love that she's challenging him on, like, something historical. Also, Romans are cool. Oh no. It's a creature. Also, why did he just let her roam? Oh. What did you think was gonna happen? Also, she could not be any more beautiful because of the red sweater.
5,000 Roman soldiers, burning huts, slaughtered locals, sweetie wrappers.
And he just in his pajamas.
Doctor? Well, of course it did. It's a crow. All crows talk.
Well, they don't talk in the future.
Of course they do. Human beings just stopped having intelligent conversations with them. And they all took a bit of a huff.
Yeah, I know, but
Picts,
I
early
know.
Celts, loved stone cans.
The birds are making me
They
nervous.
built them under the ground.
Oh, I wish I'd studied Latin so you could understand me.
The TARDIS.
I understand you.
Sorry, what?
The TARDIS translates.
You're speaking English?
What's English?
What you're speaking in?
You're speaking Latin.
I'm not.
That's Latin. You just said that in Latin. Who are you?
I'm Bill.
It's as if his bones have disintegrated. This is alien.
Right.
I love this music.
Ninth Legion. Great big pile of bodies. This wasn't long ago. Whatever did it's close by. We need to find Bill.
I've got to get back to the others.
You said they were wiped out?
There are survivors. A handful. I can't leave them.
Of course not.
Roman soldiers don't run. And we did.
What?
Yeah, I had a feeling That's why he's alive.
They're underground. By the river, there's a carving of a fish.
Is that it?
It has like tentacle things. Yeah, that red is so visible.
Quickly! Hurry up! How long will that hold? Not for long.
She get
Now bring her through.
poisoned.
We are what's left.
Simon should be back.
He was looking for the road. Our route's south. Did you see him?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No one is going to die.
Yeah, she's poisoned.
Couldn't we have seats? What about the Wi-Fi code? How about that?
Don't move, don't speak.
Would you like some popcorn? Won't take me a jiffy to make.
What are you doing?
I'm ingratiating myself.
Stop it, it's nauseating.
It's called charm.
I'm against it. But really, you're just very scared. But for now, would you mind awfully all just jumping out of your skins and allowing Ardell and I to escape in the confusion?
And who are you?
Let me explain.
It's the popcorn.
The human ship was called
He looked
the
like
Marie Celeste?
something.
Anyway,
Dragons.
You're back! They said you would probably never come back.
I was in there for seconds.
2 days.
Oh, it's a time, space, dimension thing.
Plenty of time for you to find Belle.
Oh, I looked.
What do you mean?
They helped me look.
It's 2 days you haven't had anything.
I've never been lost this long. I need to find him.
Who?
The doctor, my friend. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't find him.
Well, we'll look after you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I have to find my way home somehow.
New warrior went into the gate and fought the Eater of Light so it couldn't break through.
But the creature did break through. It broke through and it destroyed the whole Ninth Legion.
It's weak. It's nearly dead. It will die soon.
Right, yeah, listen, there's, something I should explain.
Not ever.
Nah, not ever.
He only likes men.
Some men. Better looking men than you, Lucius.
I don't think...
You're scared. Scared is fine. Scared is human. Tell you what it isn't. It isn't a plan.
She's right.
Why are you even listening to her, Grandad?
Because no one else is saying anything.
She's been
need
doing
a plan.
really well on her
A real
own.
commander would have a plan.
Why did he call you Grandad?
They always call me Grandad. I'm the command. I'm the oldest one left.
How old are you?
18.
Oh my god.
You waste wallowing about in that happy thought means more of the living are going to join them. When you want to win a war, remember this. Time to grow up. But I need your help.
I'm afraid.
Who isn't?
Forward, Centurion. Keep going. There are lots of entrances the beast could get through.
Basically, he always ends up being boss of the locals. Usually by knowing them.
Let's go. Let's go.
Close the trap door! Block it off! We have to block it off!
Centurions, defense formation.
No.
It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me.
Something to do with the TARDIS, maybe telepathic field? So now that we all understand each other, how do we all sound?
You sound like children.
You sound like children too.
You all do.
Is this what happens? You can understand what everyone in the universe is saying. Everybody just sounds like children.
There are exceptions.
Thank you very much.
Not you. Okay. As far as I can see, there's only one side left.
Together.
If it helps, I do have a plan. Trouble is, human lifespans. They're tiny. They're hilarious. You get used up too quickly.
To me.
Leave the instruments on the current setting. Just hit them with a spanner. weapon, now.
No. What about the vault?
The vault will never exist if I let those things come through.
Well, then somebody else better stop them.
Nobody else can.
I can.
What did you say?
Time to grow up, Doctor.
No one else can do this, not like I can.
We can. I'm ready. I'll guard the gate with you. I'll fight by your side.
Awesome.
Stop him! This is my destiny, my fight.
Take it in turns.
Two of you can't hold the gate.
Two of them? I'm counting more than two. The Legion of the Ninth stands ready to serve.
Oh, stop being brave. I can't bear brave people.
I'll put your name in the air. They'll see it for hundreds of years, and they'll know your name forever.
Good. You're wrong, Doctor. It's their destiny, not yours.
Yeah, you were wrong. The crows aren't sulking.
Back the dark.
Did you hear that? I thought I could hear the music, but I can't. Can I? There ain't enough time.
Music's funny like that.
What are they doing?
Sir, I must protest in the strongest, most upset terms possible. Don't make me go squeaky-voiced.
Do relax, you two.
Why do I keep doing that now?
I don't know. Maybe you're trying to impress me.
Yes. Probably some devious plan, that sounds about right.
Well, the alternative would be much worse.
Really?
And it's time for us to become friends again.
Do you think so?
I don't know. That's the trouble with hope. It's hard to resist.
Okay. I will give a review shortly. Alright guys, so that was an interesting episode. The Eaters of Light. I liked that we went back to the Roman setting. I think especially because we got to see a little bit of that whenever we had Rory the Centurion. And I think this time is always very interesting historically. So it's always cool. I love that Bill was trying to question what the Doctor knew about this time period and the Ninth Legion and the Great War, the Great Battle, and kind of how all of the warriors, centurions, were really young boys. Like the oldest was only 18, and that's a little bit insane to me. And even the farmers, they were all young too, and they're fighting these wars, it's just insane. I really love the little moment that Bill had with several of the soldiers when they were trapped, and also the first guy that she met and died. I kind of had a feeling that the only reason that he lived was because he was scared and he ran away, and all of the other boys were scared. But I did love the moment with Cornelius and Lucius and Vitus. I just wrote what I thought the names sounded like. It's kind of cool that, they were quite modern in the sense of what they like. So I thought that was kind of interesting, nice touch that they added. And we also had, on the other side of that, with the farmers and the gatekeeper and her people also being young and making these decisions, tactical decisions, about letting a creature out to fight their battle and then having the other side also weaken the creature and thus making it easier for her to later capture or kill or bring back through the gates. I think that, there are a lot of aspects to these types of stories, kind of like how the last episode we also had, it was also about war, but it was handled in such a different way. But all of it is still very real, and things like this do happen. So I think it is interesting that there is a lot of focus on war and how they're kind of handling stories and telling them differently, because we have had this doctor, and I guess all the doctors have dealt with this in one way or another. So this is just another story to expand on that. But I think ultimately when both sides came together to stop this threat and make it their decision to do it together, that was done very nicely. And how they said it was kind of their decision, their destiny to do this, to stop the creatures from ever coming back. But it's kind of like a continual thing, because the doctor said that he regenerates, he can be there for a longer time, because humans were kind of fragile, and both sides coming together is in a sense saving him. So that's I really loved. And then also the Ninth Legion saying that they were all scared because, they were young boys. And then we also had the gatekeeper. She's also young and she was also scared. But then in this moment, they came together to be brave together, which was amazing. Again, with this overcoming cowardice and becoming brave. And then the doctor says that he can't bear the brave. It's such an important thing to him, because everyone that he's been with, all of his companions, and even just people that have come by him, to get to know him, a lot of them become brave. And they do things that sometimes lead to sacrificing themselves for whatever the greater good is. And he's the one that's left behind, having to deal with the consequences of living with it. So I think that's something that's very impactful to him. He lives the longest. All the stories that you'll have to remember because you're the last person left, which is also very sad too, because I'm kind of thinking, after everything that he's been through with Clara, he can't remember her. So having the bird, in a sense, remember and recall the girl's name, kind of like in her honor for what she has done to protect, future generations and to protect the world. The bird remembering her is the sound that they make now. So that was also a very nice touch. And then hearing the music at that location was also very interesting, because that girl with the red boots, I guess she's just an example of, the music is always there, and if you listen, you can hear it. So that's very nice. And then, of course, I'm making that connection to music and song and the stories that you remember from music, just like the doctor's experiences with Clara now comes together as the song that he played on his guitar, which was Clara's theme whenever we last saw her. So that was definitely touching. And then we had the final scene with Missy, which I absolutely loved because you can see there is so much between them and kind of her struggle and also his struggle because of their history. You kind of never know if she's kind of being genuine or if she's trying to trick him, but they still have this kind of friendship that is incomparable to anything else, any other relationship that's possible for the Doctor, and that somehow he's always being pulled back in because of hope. So I think that exchange was extremely powerful. I too am hopeful for Missy because I think I want there to be something better, but there's always gonna be that hesitation because you don't know what she can do. Michelle Gomez is so amazing. And her performance, like, she makes me want to believe her. And experience has told us and has told the Doctor that you can't trust her, but after all this time, after her time in the vault, maybe she's changed and you're just you're hopeful for something better, but you're not 100% sure, and it's just shown in a really nice way. So this was a pretty cool episode. I thought it was kind of interesting that we had another story that was kind of heavily focused on war, especially right after the last one that we had, which was also kind of focused on war, but we've had quite a few stories that's been focused on the subject with this Doctor. So I'm not too surprised by it. I am still enjoying it, but I feel like I'm wanting something more, if that makes sense. Again, I think Bill was really great in this episode. She was doing a really good job, just on her own, and then also speaking up during whenever they all met up and the Romans and the gatekeeper group were together. I think she stepped up really well, which was great. Alright, so I think that is all for this episode. Give me a like if you liked the video. Leave a comment down below for your thoughts on the episode, my reaction, anything I talked about. Make sure to subscribe so you know when my next video is gonna be. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!